All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. Car Explorers SF is here for another episode. We're doing a Colonial Williamsburg, Virginia edition. I'm here in Colonial Williamsburg. It's a very historic town. This was the capital of British Virginia before independence. So Williamsburg was the site of that. Now, I'm here. It is 8:16 p.m. and one of the things I want to do is we're going to go for a walk. We're going to do, Colonial Williamsburg is known for being one of the most haunted places in America. And in fact, we're going to walk towards what's considered to be the most haunted place in Virginia. Now, I did some research, okay? We're gonna first stop at what's called the Peyton Randolph house, okay? This house is often called the most haunted place in Virginia. It served as a hospital for wounded soldiers and was the scene of many deaths. Visitors have reported seeing apparitions. Oh, wow, let's see. Hearing strange voices and footsteps and feeling an icy grip. It's not cold right now. It's actually more on the humid side, all right? Maybe upper 70s, all right? Let's see if I'm gonna feel that chill. Now, the French general Marquis de Lafayette reportedly felt a ghost's hand on his shoulder while staying there in 1824. And then I have another list that we'll touch on. It's all in that same area. I did a morning walk there yesterday. Okay, now the George Wythe House, the ghost of a woman named Anne Skipwith is said to haunt the place. Okay, and there's witnesses that have reported to this. Then we're going to check out the Bruton Parish and Cemetery. All right, for that third stop, and then if we have enough time, the public hospital. It's America's first insane asylum, okay? So it's all within a half mile of each other. All right, let's go check it out. I'm here at I'm in the parking lot of the hotel we're staying in, and we're checking out tomorrow, and this is our final night, so let me go for a ghost tour, all right? Let's go. All right, so here's the hotel, here's the grounds. Let's start walking. All right. I'm actually wearing a neck device to hold the camera. All right. So both hands are free, so you guys can see. Holy crap! Oh my! I just heard some noises over there. Hopefully that was an animal. You know. All right. Let's walk. Actually, I researched that there are ghost tours that's going on right now. They start off at 8 p.m. and they cover this area. We might see these people along the way, okay, these ghost tours, but I'm doing my own do-it-yourself ghost tour here in Colonial Williamsburg. Okay. All right. I have my Google Maps on just in case, so that I know specifically where to go. And I believe, so I went for a walk yesterday, and walked down the plaza where these these houses, these preserved houses are, and I probably saw this home first, the Peyton Randolph house. I probably walked past it, didn't even know. So. Didn't even realize it. I walked right past it. So during the day, this street is actually closed for vehicular traffic. And if I remember reading correctly, they reopen around 8 p.m. or so. Right. Okay. Oh man, I'm getting the creeps right now. I am getting the creeps myself. Turned on my phone's flashlight. Okay. Oh man. All right. I said we're gonna go to 4 different places. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. I'm getting the creeps. All right. I've never done a ghost tour. Okay. You know, okay, there's people there. I'm sure that's what they're doing. They're probably doing a ghost tour themselves. You see them? All right. All right. So now I was a bit wrong. So I walked this street yesterday, this plaza, which is closed for vehicular traffic, okay? But the house is in that direction. We're gonna make a left, and it should be right there, okay? The crap. Let me see what is going on. Okay. Now, on my list is a church. Okay, let me go down to my list. That list is Bruton Parish Church and Cemetery. This might be it. We will come back to that. So first, let's go to the Peyton Randolph house. Okay. Actually, you know what? That is it. White house with the lights in that direction. No one else is around. Okay. Peyton Randolph house. That is it. All right, so this served as the hospital during the Revolutionary period. So the Revolutionary period was the war for independence from Britain. All right. Man, you know, something about these being dark and the house with the dark windows creeps me out. I am headed back. I am feeling that icy coldness here. All right. I tell you what, yeah, this ghost tour thing may not be for me, okay? So, I am walking back, all right? Man, whew. Okay, reset now. Oh man, I tell you, I felt that icy chills. Man, okay. No. So, looking at my map here, that is not the Bruton parishes, that is the Colonial Williamsburg courthouse. Okay? All right. But, looking at our map, it is just to the left. Okay, let's go for a walk. All right. Now, let me do some reviews here. So, the Bruton Parish Church and Cemetery. The cemetery is said to be haunted by the spirit of Reverend Jones' first wife, who was supposedly angered by his broken promise and the placement of his new wife's grave between theirs. Her apparition is said to be seen crying and wailing, and some people have heard the church organ playing late at night. All right. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this church apparently is still in operation, and when I was researching earlier, there is a gift shop, so it's still an active church. In fact, I see the tower. That's why I thought the courthouse was the church, because of the dome tower, and if you can make it out here, this church has that tower, okay? Yeah, going back to that Peyton Randolph house, you know, when I was standing directly in front of it, you know, it's a white house, I see the lights, but then, you know, all the windows were there blacked out. I started feeling the creeps. I started feeling the creeps, and you know, I didn't want to stick around and wait till I saw someone inside there, you know, looking right back at me. I was like, I gotta go. Man, I started getting like the goosebumps and all that stuff. I'm like, man, it's time to go. Man. All right. Yeah, so this is it. This is it. So get a little bit closer. Okay. Okay. Had dates on there for their worships. A living parish church in the Episcopal Diocese of Southern Virginia. Okay, since 1715. And from the inside of the walls, I can see the cemetery right over there. Okay. All right. That is it. Again, black from the inside. There's no lighting. It's black. It's giving me those similar vibes. Okay. Definitely give me those similar vibes. But yeah, this is the Bruton Parish Church and Cemetery. Okay. All right. So that is the second haunted house. Now let me see where the George Wythe House is located. Huh, not far at all. In fact, George Wythe House is just behind the church. So, the ghost of a woman, possibly Anne Skipwith, is said to haunt the house. Witnesses have reported hearing distinct sound of a high-heeled slipper clicking in the stairs, often at midnight, but no one is ever found. Okay. Oh man, they're going the same direction I am. Okay. So, looking at the map, we were at the church. Now our third stop is the George Wythe House. Okay. That's what she looks like during the daytime. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to dig deeper who Ann Skipwith is. But here she is. So this is it. Stop number 3. Okay. Okay. That is it. Okay. All right. All right. So far here is pretty tame. We're gonna check out the last stop.
George Wythe. By quick show of hands, who knows anything about George Wythe? George Wythe, in my mind, is the most important guy you've ever heard of in the city of Williamsburg. He has his hand in just about everything. He's a man of philosophy, of science, of scholarship, of legal theory, of statecraft.
All right, we're gonna walk back the way we came in and go to the hospital, and then that will take me back to the starting point of the hotel. Okay. Looks like another cheery group over there doing the actual formal ghost tour. Whoa, how you doing? Freaked me out right there. Whoa. Freaked me out. Oh man. Yeah, so that gave me the crazy. There was a lady standing there in costume. Man, that is giving me the creeps, man. That is giving me. Whoo. Did the camera see that? There was a lady there. Oh man. Let me walk back. That is. Did I?
There are two things in particular that I would ask you to observe in this house. They're not my rules, they're not really
Okay. They're walking in there. Okay. That gave me the creeps because there was a lady standing right there in costume. I'm like, is that a ghost? Because it is past 8 p.m. and they're off, right? Because there are costumed workers here, for these some of the buildings, like the governor's palace, for example. They're in costume, kind of like actors. And this lady creeped me out right there. Okay. So we're going to the public hospital. This public hospital was the America's first insane asylum. Okay. Five-minute walk. All right. Okay.
And they brought them right back here to Williamsburg. They threw the men in jail. Has anybody visited the jail yet? The same building that stands there today. House those 13 pirates and 300 years ago. Well, they've been standing there waiting for their trial.
All right. So the public hospital is just straight in this direction. Okay. What do I see here? Okay, so, all right, in this direction is the public hospital. Okay. All right, so from this map, it is this building straight ahead. All right, guys. All right. This tree is spooky. I am out. I am out. Man. All right, guys. So this pretty much will conclude the tour. But here's some during the daytime pictures of this public hospital. Okay. Yeah. All right, so doing this tour solo, yeah, definitely it's not for the faint of heart. Okay. All right. All right. Walking back to the hotel, and yeah, yeah, there could be something there. I mean, you know, just spooky. spooky, especially that first house that was a public hospital. It gave me the creep when I got closer, and the windows were black. You know, felt like, man, someone could be looking in there. It just gave me this just weird vibes. But all right, walking back on the main road, and not too far off, pretty much the second street will put me back to my hotel area there. But yeah, something about so Colonial Williamsburg, just as the name says, is back when this was the colonies during the British era, and this area was a major site for battles with the British, culminated in the Battle of Yorktown. So I'm assuming, you know, there were casualties from the war, from the battles, and they were probably, like I said, transported to the hospital, okay, here in Williamsburg to be treated. But eventually, the colonists, you know, won the Battle of Yorktown, and General Cornwallis of the British surrendered there. And yeah. And aside from that, Yorktown and Williamsburg, this area was also played a major part in the U.S. Civil War, with Virginia being a southern state, fought the Union forces. So there's also a lot of battlefields and sites of marches. I saw trails, Union Civil War trails, you know, that to march to and from in these areas. Okay. But all right, I'm gonna street lamp here. Okay, we'll call it a night, and yeah, so Colonial Williamsburg Ghost Walk Tour. Catch you in the next episode.